can't really create a product and then launch it because, first of all, you don't know how to do that. You might know how to create the product, but you do not know how to market or sell it. You don't know how to advertise it. You don't know how to communicate about it. You don't know how to ship it. Like, there's all sorts of things you just don't know. But worse is you don't know if people will use it. And so what companies do that roll out new products on a relatively continual basis do is they don't develop the product and then go sell it. They continually communicate with their customers about what product the customer is willing to buy next, and then they develop that. And so you have to have your market identified, and then you have to be in continual communication with the market while you develop the product. It's not, I build a better mousetrap and the world comes, marching to my door. That isn't how it works. You got to find out if someone wants to buy your stupid thing. And then the next thing is that even if you have a great thing, you're going to go talk to people and they have 50 great things that they might buy. And they're all great, but they're not going to buy all 50. They might buy one, maybe, and maybe they'll buy it this week, but probably they'll buy it in 6 months. And they're not going to buy any of.
Woo! Good morning, dreamers. Rise and shine. Another blessed and grateful day. Hope everybody is feeling good, vibrating on an amazing frequency. TGIF, the growth includes Friday. It's been an awesome week, right? Through all the trials and tribulations, the growth still continues. The transformation, the elevation, the knowledge, the wisdom. Nonetheless, still have the access to get better every day. John Nivs in the building. Cedric, Shane, Talina, Johnny, dreamers. It's amazing to see the family. I love it. Feeling good. So today, I want to get into a little bit of human psychology, right? Getting into the consumer mindset. And this is great because this goes for anything, right, John? This can go for your cleaning business. This can go for sharing anything like what it is that we're doing when it comes to crypto or trading, e-commerce, all these different skill sets. This directly applies to a lot of different aspects of life. So remember this because this is a training that we can take for the long term. So here we go. Let me get IG tapped in. Honestly, I don't even want to give them this sauce, but I'll give them a sneak peek. We might as well, right? They can see the value for today. But realistically, this is just for the squad. But I'll give it to them. Human consumer behavior. This is a good one. Love it. All right, IG tapped in. It's good to see you, fam. What's everybody grateful for coming into the Friday? Let me know. Drop it down below. So grateful to be alive. So thankful to be on here with each and every single one of you. So grateful for the fam. So thankful for water. We've got our Kangen in today, our alkaline. So grateful to be in the sun. We hear the birds chirping. It's a beautiful day outside. JoJo's in town all the way over from Texas. Made the drive. Definitely going to have to get together this weekend. Grateful for the close-knit community. Absolutely. Grateful for these skill sets. So thankful for this knowledge. So grateful for a lot of things in life right now through the storms, right? We're always going to have the storms, but it's being able to extrapolate the lessons. So AZ, yes. And that's another thing. We've got AZ coming up in literally less than a month's time. I can't wait to see everybody. Can't wait to get around the culture again. Events is always one of my favorite times of the year because there's just so many breakthroughs that happen at events. I'm talking about the pre-events, the actual event itself, the after masterminds, the culture, right? Heck, we're all looking to go hiking together. So a lot of really cool things going down for the week coming into April. So grateful for it all. Love it. So let's dive in, fam. This is going to be a short topic, short and sweet, but it packs a punch. Kind of like the Gary Vee, jab, right hook. And that's exactly what this is leading to. So first thing, right, I have 3 tips when it comes to understanding consumer behavior. And this is something that Mina actually went over a couple nights ago. So I want to go ahead and give it back. So drop some 3s down below if you guys are ready for the 3 keys to understanding human consumer behavior. Because when you know this, there's 2 sides of the world, if you guys haven't noticed already. Grant Cardone, he actually wrote a whole book about it. And it's called Sell or Be Sold, right? There's only 2 ways the world works. Prove me wrong. You see, we're either selling something and money's coming in our pockets, or we're being sold something and money is coming out of our pockets. You think about that. Like Amazon, half the things people are doing most of the time are consumer activities. We're consuming TV. We're consuming social media. We're consuming products, buying online. A lot of our life is consisted upon consuming. But today I want to get on the producer mindset. So how can we understand the consumer so we can become better producers. That's how the game works. So tip number one, the first reason why it is that people might buy or not buy something is because of right here. It comes down to the value. Okay. People don't end up buying the car, they don't end up buying the house, they don't end up buying the program, they don't end up getting into this platform because number one, they see no or they see little need. They see no or they see little need. So the goal with this training is to think about why did we join? Why did we actually take the steps to get involved? And we might notice it's because of the need that we saw. For me, I had a need to get living out of my car. I had a need to pay my bills. I had a need to make another stream of income. I needed to make it happen. So when I saw that there was a viable way to do it, I was ready to take the step. I was ready to take action. Even though I've been skeptical before, the need was high enough for me to go ahead and take that jump. Had a need to stop relying on my only parents. Absolutely. Huge one, right? In essence, we're the missing piece. So number one, for the first piece, this is as us being producers, how can we be the missing link? How can we be the chain to connect somebody from not knowing how to make money in e-commerce, not knowing how to get involved in crypto and build a portfolio? How can we be the bridge? How can we be the gap to be able to help that person start knowing how to get a cold storage wallet, how to even invest in some coins, how to open a MetaTrader 4 account? All of these things is exactly why they're going to be choosing us to take the next step in their life, because we are the missing link. We have the value that most people are looking. Think about the world right now. It's just a matter of time before everybody and their mother's talking about crypto. We already broke all-time highs, but everybody's not talking about it yet. And when they are, we're going to be waiting with the value, with the platform and skill sets to give to them to utilize. So that's number one. They need to see a value. So people see little or no need. That's why they don't buy whatever. That's why we don't buy anything in life. Little to no need. Number two, the second piece is there's no urgency. Now, for me, when I was in college, my bachelor's degree was in marketing. So I learned a little bit while I was in school, 4.5 years, $33,000 in debt later. And if there's a couple of things that I learned, at least from college, is this: urgency. Why do you think when we go online, you can see it today, when we go on Facebook and you see an ad, if you get off this call and you go on a YouTube video and you see an ad, most of the time there's going to be a sense of urgency on every ad that you see. And the reason being is, without a sense of urgency, people don't have the need to take action because they feel, well, if I don't get it now, I can just wait till next week. I can just go ahead and get it next month. So sense of urgency is everything. My man, Justin Skeleton in the building. You want to see a powerful testimony? This man right here. Go ahead and give him a follow on Facebook. It's great to see you, King. Okay, so no urgency. No urgency delays and kills the sale. Let me give you guys a sense of urgency right now. Okay, I was literally just talking about this morning. Somebody was calling me. He's like, yo, D, I've been watching your journey. I've been seeing you're heavy into crypto. I need to get involved. And I said, you know what's wild? You've been watching me since 2016. You've been watching me since 2017. Imagine if you would have got involved way back then. Heck, imagine if you would have invested into crypto just 3 years earlier than me. Do you realize if you would have put $100 in 10 years ago, back in 2014, that $100 would be over $52 million. Think about that. Sense of urgency. So he's like, well, D, is it too late? Is it too late to get involved? And I said, absolutely not. There's two best times to plant a tree. Number one, you guys already know, was 20 years ago. We already missed that wave. Long gone. The second best time is right now. Right now. People are, I'm telling you, family, today is what, March 15th? March 15, 2024. People are going to go back in time to today's date, and they're going to wish that they would invested at these numbers. 70K is going to be low compared to what is going to be in the future. Why? Because this is the way the world is moving. The world is moving towards technology. The world is moving towards AI. In fact, we're in a technological financial revolution. If you guys have never seen the movie Ready Player One, highly encourage you to go check it out. If you've never seen the movie Leave the World Behind, I'm not a big movie watcher anymore, but I'm telling you, the past month, these gave me such a huge perspective because they were both recommended from my mentor. And you're going to see where the world is going and how we can take advantage right here, right now. Cedric bought a whole Solana. Let's go. Yo, shout out to Solana. Solana actually just hit the total high market cap that it's ever been right now in the past couple of days. So powerful time to be alive. Got the ledger full of Bitcoin in the fireproof safe. Yes. My man is plugged in. He is freaking ready for war. I love to see it. Chino still tapped in. Absolutely. You already know. So I tell people straight up, if you can't afford $250 to get involved into this education, well, the fact of the matter is, this is why you need this. If somebody cannot afford $250 to invest into themselves, they need this education. Because you know what I learned? Family, if we don't pay the price now, we're going to have to pay the price 2 times, 3 times, maybe 5, maybe 10x later. Same thing goes with our health, right? If we don't pay the price for our health now, if we don't work out, if we don't change the diet, it's going to be 10 times more expensive with the bills, with what ends up happening. So it's always better to start now than to start later. Think about if people get sick. If people end up getting sick, if somebody misses a month of work, they're not going to be able to pay for their bills. What if somebody uses all of their pay time off and they go get sick and God forbid they have to miss a month of work? Some people that miss a month of work might get fired. So it's crucial in 2024 to have multiple streams of income. It's crucial to be in contact with this information right now because this is where the world is moving. People learned during COVID, if we have just one stream of income, that can get wiped out like this. We're in Florida right now. We just had one of the biggest hurricanes recently, a little over a year ago, and it wiped out businesses for the past 30, 50 years. And guess what? Now they have no income. They're stuck because they had no sense of urgency to actually get another stream of income to put themselves in position. Been in the know for a while. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Big stuff right here. It's crucial keys. Bitcoin could go, hey, stay tuned. Plug in with Go Live, and you're going to see the power of where Bitcoin can really go once all of this money funnels in, right? Number 3, the third reason why people don't end up buying is because they don't have a desire. FOMC, Rose in the building. Fran, it's good to see you. I love it. We got the IG fam tapped in today. Axel Angel, people don't buy because they don't have a desire. Remember this, people don't buy what they need, they buy what they want. Write that down. People don't necessarily buy what they need, they buy what they want. How many individuals have we seen that buy all of this designer, they buy all of these things? They don't need that. Mina was just talking about, she's like, I bought a $7,000 pair of shoes. She's like, the shoes are so pristine, I don't even want to wear them. I've had them for 4 years. I've worn them one time to a photo shoot. As soon as I wore them, I literally put them right back in the box and they're collecting dust in my closet. That $7,000 could have been invested. That $7,000 could have been put to something else. But think about it. We buy things that we want, not things that we need. There's people out that are telling me right now that I don't have $200 to invest. Well, it's funny because I'm going to go watch their stories this weekend on Friday. I'm going to watch them go spend it on the weekend. I'm going to watch them go spend it smoking. I'm going to watch them go spend on alcohol. We're going to see them go spend it on a lot of different things that are not making them any money, right? Drop a 2 down below if you guys know somebody that's like that. If you guys know somebody that you've been able to see that have spent money on things that they not necessarily need, but things that they want. We see it all day long. So remember that. You guys think $250 is a lot to join this platform? I don't know if you know this or not, but guess what? The water machine that I have, right? The water that I drink every day, do you know how much this machine costs? This machine costs $3,000 to $5,000. Let that sink in. I paid $3,000 just for my water machine. Why? Because I had a desire for it. And guess what? Was there little to no need? No, the need was high because I want to change my health. I want to live longer. I don't want to age as fast. I want to have energy. I want to be healthy. I want to thrive. So the $3,000 to me was worth it because I would rather pay $3,000 now than have to pay $50,000, $100,000 for my health later. You see the difference? When the value is high enough, people will pay the price. Think about a house. Why do people pay $700,000 for a house? The value was high enough. It has a pool. It's on the water. It has a view. So the value was high enough for somebody to go ahead and make the decision. Shane literally had someone tell me they didn't have the money to start, then saw them the next day dropping singles in the club all over the table and floor with the words, "I'm rich," plastered everywhere. Isn't that funny? You know what I started learning about people that have money? People that really have money, you wouldn't even necessarily notice. You would have no idea. You don't see Zuckerberg walking around with a Richard Mille and all this ice on his neck. He's rocking the same freaking shirt that he wears all day long. So it's interesting that people that really, really have money, you would never even know. If you go to Miami, you're going to walk by all these millionaires all day long, right? Especially in Brickell, you would have no idea. You literally just walked by a multimillionaire. You would think he's just a normal average guy. So this is the mindset when you really start understanding consumer behavior at a completely different level. This is how the mind works for 97% of people. The last example that I want to give you guys, right? Dan Lok, he talks about selling a pen. He says, I was going to the store, right? I had a huge event that I had to speak at, right? Check out this visual. Here's my last visual for today. My man G, it's good to see you. Here's the last visual. He said, I was going to the store. I was going to the mall. I had a really big event that I had to speak in. I wanted to buy myself a new tuxedo, right? So he goes in there and he's looking at a couple $100 tuxedos and he's grabbing a couple and the store clerk comes over to him. He says, hey, you know, you're looking clean. You're looking great. I see you're looking at some suits here. He said, what are you looking for? He's like, well, I'm just looking for something nice. I got a huge event that I'm looking to speak at this weekend. And the man says, he's like, well, hold on. I think I've actually got the perfect suit just for you. And he puts his arm around him and he pulls him over around the other side of the store and he shows him these specific suits. And these specific suits happen to be Tom Ford. You guys know who Tom Ford is? Tom Ford is a very high luxury, expensive brand of suits, right? And Dan Lok is like, man, I've never wore a Tom Ford suit. And this guy's looking at him and he pulls it off the rack. And he says, you know what's interesting? He said, you see this suit right here? He said, this is the same exact suit that James Bond wore in one of his 007 movies. And he's looking at it and he tries on. He's like, man, what a sick fit. And he's thinking to himself, he's like, man, I know I'm not James Bond, but mentally when I have this on, I feel like I'm literally James Bond. And you know what he ended up doing? He ended up spending thousands for that jacket. That jacket didn't look much different from the couple $100 jacket. In fact, if you put them neck to neck, they would probably barely even notice. They maybe had a different cuff link. Maybe it was a little bit more slim fit and a little bit more custom. But in reality, you would never even notice. And he paid thousands more for that tux. Now, if we break down the story, we peel back the layers of the onion, the reason why he bought that tuxedo is for one thing. The desire was high enough. He didn't need it, but he wanted it. Why? Because of the identity, because of the story that was attached to that tuxedo. You see, that story made that tuxedo worth thousands of dollars. The linen was just about the same linen as the other one, just about the same fabric. They felt almost the exact same. But the story is what made that one tuxedo that much more valuable than the other tuxedo. So my question for today is, how can we inject stories into our everyday life so people can see the value at a whole different level? Because nobody's told you yet today. Let me be the first to tell you, your story, our story is priceless. Our story is limitless. Family, we are the actors, we're the directors, we are the editors of our movie, and we are the ones that go ahead and get to decide the superhero that we want to go ahead and step into. And that's the beauty of life, because we get to go ahead and bring the value to the marketplace. Just like Jim Rohn says, we get paid for what? For the value that we bring to the marketplace. Powerful lesson, right? Like a pen? Yes, exactly. Perceived value. Yes, yes, yes. So, fam, that's my training for today on 3 ways to start identifying consumer behavior, how it is that we buy things, how the other side of the screen buys things, and to remember that our story, to be able to inject stories, is how somebody can relate. You see, somebody can relate to me working 60 hours a week. They can relate to me working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But the difference was I was spending half of my day building somebody else's dreams, and I was coming back home to be too, quote unquote, tired from my dreams until I realized, let me go ahead and put some time back into me. If I spent 40, 60 hours into somebody else, imagine what we could do putting half of that into ourselves. Drop some 5s down below if you guys believe spending 40 hours at a job, even just putting half of that into ourselves, we'd be able to literally 10x every aspect of our lives. I promise you. Even 20 hours a week, starting out part-time, is literally enough to go from working a full-time job to working on our fortune part-time, and eventually that part-time fortune can supersede that full-time income, and now we can live a life of abundance. In fact, I think we've got some individuals on here just like that. Shane, Talina, Shane's been able to kick the job. Shane's been able to go ahead and take the job that he was busting his butt for, and guess what? Now he's able to go ahead and work for himself full-time. Go ahead and get some congratulations down below in the chat, because there's multiple individuals just like that. We've got my man John. He's got his own cleaning business. Give a congratulations down to yourself. You've been able to create your own business. You're able to go ahead and create your own hours. You see that? But you're still able to go ahead and tap into this part-time, working on your business full-time, right? And the beautiful part is this is your business. This is your dream. So this is even better. You're building your business, which you created, and you're working on skill sets on the other side. That's as good as it gets. So, fam, whether you guys are working a job, whether you have your own business right now, whether you're doing this part-time, know that you're doing great. You're doing phenomenal. And all of these steps are leading towards the abundance that is here and the abundance that is definitely on the way. So, fam, I'm proud of you guys. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. Anything you need, we're here for you. Let's go ahead and have a culture day this weekend. Let's get together here locally with the fam. And for those that are not here, we will see you over in AZ in a month's time. Remember, we can be, do, and have anything we can hold our mind. We can hold it right here in our hand. Go ahead and drop some 5s down below, fam. Smash that like button. You guys are ready to go ahead and step into this Friday with boldness, courage, faith, abundance, joy. And let's go out and have a phenomenal day and turn these dreams into reality. Love you, fam. Let's grow.